So this is my 6th video for the day, and keep on making me delete my shit because I guess you want me to say a specific thing. I know it's you, Scott, because 9 times out of 10 it's always you, unless it's Nipsey, and that's what you don't like because you can't control him. Because when he get to saying something to me, I believe him and I do it. And you don't like that. Yeah, you thought it was that watch, or you thought it was that ring. You realize it's not. I just like this shit because it was nice. I like that ring. If somebody was to give me a real ring, I like the design on that ring. It really, I don't need no fucking real ring because it could be made out of Herkimer diamonds or something, because I'm not one of them type of bitches. But I just like the bling, and I like the watch. But I can't really wear watches that work because they don't work on my body. Anytime I wear a watch, it breaks. It stops working. And it's been like that since I was a child, so I don't wear watches. And that one was broke anyway. It was set to the time of my birth. But they're gone because you had me throw them away. Along with that, the elephant from Saul. Because Saul gave me that with his own hands. But, so I see you want me to, Nipsey told me cherish no possession, so I'm not tripping off of that. I just like it because it's a little bit of jewelry. It looked cute on me regardless if it was cheap or not. But back to the point that you want me to get to, of how I know all of this shit about your fucking ass, or know what's going on, or know for a fact that we're married, because I went back and watched the videos of you in concert years ago. Yeah, I watched the videos of you in concert, and I saw you were talking to me in those concerts. You were high or drunk or something, I don't know, but you was talking to me and you was playing with me on the stage. I see when you was moving that damn that microphone stand and doing little shit with it was affecting my body. So I know you were fucking with my spirit, because my spirit was on the stage with you talking to you and shit. And I guess some of your people that your fans, they know this because they were in the audience saying shit like, oh, he just asked her to marry him and shit like that. You can hear, because people who were recording in the audience, they're recording with their phone. You can hear what people are saying around. You can damn near hear them better than you can hear the music, because the phone is in their hands. And that's when I realized that I'm in these people's bodies, because all this shit is documenting time for this time period. You feel me? For me, when I am fully in my body, because I am in my body, or for me to remember the times that we had that were in public. So you got down on one knee at one of them fucking concerts. I'm gonna have to go back and find it, but you know which one it is, because she said yes, and you got up and you got up off of one knee, because you got down on one knee, asked me to marry you, and I said yes. And then it was a couple concerts later, you were doing the Wedding Tux song, and you were saying, don't fall asleep at the wedding tall. And I was like, what is he talking about? But that was last November, and you were making love to me. And all of those songs, you had me, or something had me, your spirit had me go back and watch the people who had uploaded your concerts. And like I said, they're hard to find. I said in them other videos that's deleted, they're hard to find. You can't find just the videos of you in concert, and they were like, I don't know, 2011, something like that. And we're in the very beginning. But in the very beginning, like your very first songs, you were like defending me, because there were some things that was going on, and you could see in the spirit that somebody's gonna be fucking with you. That's why you said, I control my own wife. Charles was never in charge. Whoever the fuck Charles is, he just is somebody else. But You were saying, I control my own wife. Please don't think that you motherfuckers is controlling her, because I am. Because we're married. Because I went through other people's concerts to see if they were interacting with me exactly the same way you were, and they weren't. Or if they were interacting with me on the stage or whatever, it was more of a flirting, like tapping my ass or making me dance. I was kicking it with them. And Tupac, I could see when I was with him, not with him, but when he was talking to me, per se, let me put it like that, I was jumping into other bitches around him. And he was letting me know, like, you're in her, and that's why that's why she's dancing like this. She's dancing like you. That's how you are. And everybody knows how you are. They know your signatures. Everybody has a certain dance they do. And everybody has a certain little tagline, a little special saying, and the way they say their words and do shit. That's how people can tell whether a motherfucker's on me. Or whether I'm on them. Because I've been jumping on people for a long, long, long time. For a very long time, because I've been spiritually awakened probably since birth, but at least since I was 5 years old when my dad died. And I'm 43 right now, so that's a long fucking time. And some of you motherfuckers was just born in the 80s. So you're realizing that I've been in people and making these songs through them and saying little stuff, and some of these messages are for this particular time period. But for Scott and for Nipsey and for Tupac, of course, because Tupac is more like telling me what the fuck gonna go on and how the shit's about to go down, and like he just couldn't take the fuckery that I'm going through right now, of the motherfuckers being fake and acting like they care about me, and they don't. And meanwhile, they're like sending bad energy toward my way, or sending energy to me to make me suffer. Yeah. And Selena. Yeah, Selena likes gummy bears. Yeah, because Selena told me that she's my daughter. This happened way before I left. Me and Scott are supposed to have 5 children if we continue on this planet. And one of those children is Jesus. So I said this last year. I said it a long time ago. And I have children with other people too. But me and Scott have 5. That's why he said, who else gonna hit your ball besides me? Yeah. He knows exactly what the fuck going on. That's why he's hurting me. Because he knows that I'm aware of what's going on. No matter whether I put it in the videos before and I was acting crazy, talking my shit, he knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about and why and how. Because I really don't think he understood what was going on. And now he's starting to really understand, like, this bitch is my wife because I married her in front of everybody. And she could see this shit. And like I said, based on how he's feeling about me at the time, or he's looking at me, it's going to be the fucking way people act around me. Except for when I'm here in Nipsey's neighborhood. And Nipsey gonna make sure everybody treat me right. You understand what's going on? Scott is running all this shit. He and I, based on our fucking relationship at the moment, whether we're in each other's face or not. And that's what the spirits told me. That's what he told me. Right after that Kid See Ghost, there's a picture of him. After he did that, him and Kanye and OVO Shake. I hope that's how you say her name. She's so beautiful. There was a concert. And not a concert. They did a show at one of them late night shows. One of them shows. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it. But he had a Kid See Ghost sweatshirt on. And he had some tie-dye pants on. Some tie-dye shorts on with his little skinny legs. And he had this little look on his face. And he had his hand out like this. And I was like, he's walking with me, or I'm walking with him. I'm holding his hand. That's why he's smiling, because he got his wife back, because he's been missing me, because he's been sick. Because I could see something was wrong underneath his eye. And I noticed he didn't put no music out. I know, like, after the kids see ghosts, after the Passion, Pain, and Demon Slaying, he had to check himself into rehab, because he started feeling bad. Well, around the time that he made that album, that was right after my brother died, and I was like in the middle of a severe depression. So he was experiencing and going through what I was actually living. He was living it too, and he didn't understand why his ass was so fucking sad. And then in that Kids See Ghost album, he said, Lord, I got pain in my eyes. I can't breathe. He said, shine your light on me, save me, please. He said, baby, for the mission. He's talking to me. And so I seen him, and I said, my baby's sick. I said, this man don't really look like he was looking before. Something wrong with him. His face is swelling, and his eyeball looked swollen. And that's how my fucking eye was feeling. He must be going through what the fuck I went through. And so I put the little remedy on the internet, and I sent it to him on Facebook, in his little Facebook messengers, and I put it on there like, this is the remedy I use to clean my face out, because it's like infected until you stop the infection, and then you have to start cleaning the mucus out. But that infection part fucks with you, could fucking blind your ass, and you be weak, because it's a sickness. It's like that it's the COVID-19. That's what the fuck it is, really. The fucking coronavirus, because that's what the fuck I was going through. And he's going through it too, because he's in my body and I'm in his, regardless of whether he know what the fuck going on right now or not. He probably do right now, but I don't think he really knew what was going on in the beginning, because I could tell, because he told me he's sorry. So when I saw that picture, he said, we've been doing this. We made this shit. You and I. We made this shit up. All of this shit. All of everything in the reality that we're seeing. And we've been off, away from each other, doing our own thing. Because even though he was on the moon, he could still motherfucking do shit here. He could still, like he said, he's throwing his stones, arranging his throne from up above in that Passion, Pain, Demon Slaying album. That's what's going on. He been up in the motherfucking sky. He been up there. But I've been down here. And I've been down here dealing with men, because that's what the fuck we do. We create and make babies and stuff. And I've been dealing with these people, and I fell in love with these people that I wasn't married to on this planet. And he was in them motherfuckers, because he was in them. And he started getting jealous, because these people start having their own souls or developing wherever. Some of them might have even came from somewhere else. But either way, he was still in the ass. You see? And then now that he's in a body, even though he came on the planet after me, because I'm older than him by 7 years, just like my dad was younger than my mom or his wife by 7 years. My dad's wife was 7 years older than him. Just for you motherfuckers that was wondering. And we're here because we reincarnate. That means you incarnate, and then you have to live the life that you're living at that time. You understand? You have to live the life that you're actually living, and then you have to meld those two lives together. And so a lot of people are other people, like I'm Nefertiti. You know, I'm a few ancient people. That was my spirit in that person. And so there's certain ways that we set this maze up in these different codes and shit, to where when I actually was able to find him, or he was able to find me, because he's singing. He's singing. His singing found me. His voice. The first time I really heard his voice was on that Ghost Town by Kanye West. And he said, I've been trying to make you love me, but every everything I do just takes you further from me. And it made me cry. And that was the first time since my brother died that I kind of felt a different kind of pain or a different kind of emotion. And I still didn't know that was him singing, because it really don't say in that song that that's him singing. And the chorus or whatever, it doesn't say that. And then I didn't even know that OVO Shake was a little girl, because I thought it was a little boy singing it, but I just know the voice was beautiful. And he knows this. That's why he put that Phoebe Bridgers on that album, because he knows how I feel about music, because he knows what songs I really like. That's why he put little pieces of the songs that he know I really like that Trapped in My Mind song that's on Man on the Moon 2, that was a song that really made me realize that he was my husband. And I was like, oh shit, that's my man. Something about the way he said his words, what he was saying to me, it was familiar, even though I never heard it before. And it made me dance. And I didn't want to listen to nobody but Scott. I didn't want to listen to nobody but him. And he healed me, because he said, I'm gonna heal these wounds, because I was sick. I was still sick. My face was still fucked up. I had got to the part where it was infected, but it was like I had fucking a block of mucus that was like hardened in my face, and it's just now coming out. It was like from my face all the way into my ear. And this side was the worst. That's why all this shit is black right here. And like I said, me eating that meat kind of grew my face back, because I could upload a picture of me and my face is flat. There's no cheek or nothing, and that shit was on fire. It was like something was eating my face from the inside out. And I just remember seeing the picture of him and saying, oh my God, he's sick. And then when I seen him perform at that Camp Flog or whatever, I started crying, because I knew he was sick, because I could tell by the way he was moving, and I could tell by the way he was moving his arm that his arm was fucked up, and I knew my arm was fucked up. Then I started realizing he's feeling what I'm feeling. We're feeling the same shit. And then I seen pictures of Nipsey, and I realized Nipsey was going through the same shit too, and he figured out a cure, because they let me know that when I start healing myself, I had to like take turpentine and apple cider vinegar and baking soda, all kind of shit, and put it in nasal rinses and rinse my face out. And I had to let it sit there. And the shit was painful. And I thought I was about to die, because that shit was like hard, because it was like I couldn't breathe and shit. And then my throat was all like closed up. It's like I had all this mucus hardened up in my throat, and it's starting to come out now. But when I started listening to Scott's song, especially when I was in the airport, he started helping me get this stuff out. Like he could control my body. The way he controls my body, it's like he could figure out what's wrong with me and help that. And I haven't been talking about this shit because it's really private, and I just been making videos, fun videos, so to speak, unless I'm talking shit. I've been making fun videos, but I've really been saying that like this nigga is a shaman, and he and I've been doing this for a long time, for centuries or whatever. And we went on like a psychedelic trip, and we're not even from this planet, because in that Wizard album, which I know he went to some Indian tribe and they told his ass who I was to him, because when I seen the picture of him with that bonnet on, and it was a little bit around the time, that war bonnet, it was a little bit around the time when that Kids See Ghosts with him and Kanye did that album. Did that Camp Flog. And I know I was in Kanye's ass at that time, because I could tell I was in Kanye. I love Kanye, man. I really do. I think he's just a special, greatest guy in the world. I think Kanye is everything. But anyways, I could tell something was going on, because when I looked at that picture of him, because I made it my screensaver, of him with that war bonnet on, And the way he was looking, and it's just his eyes. I looked at him, and I fell to my knees. And my family said he's going to take care of you. And you just got to trust that he's the one you have to wait for to come get you. That's why I said I don't want nobody but Scott coming to pick me up. You guys are thinking I'm just saying this because it's just in my mind and all of this. No, these motherfucking people in my family are watching all of this shit. So they were watching it on my ancestors. I got pictures of the ass and started taking them out. And they started jumping in my body one by one. Now they want to come for the wedding. There was multiple different weddings going on. And he danced me around. And he proved that he could control my body. And that was the Kid Cudi. And then I got on the bus. And there was this Arabic man. And I guess he wanted to know where I got that shit. Where Sir Ramon, Jesse, Miss Cudi's, and Jennifer, something white. Something about my dad. My papa, Joseph Gordon, said. He said his real name is Joseph White. And this is the shit that was told me at the time. Like I said, I really don't know if it's true or not. It just was what was told to me. So, I don't know. Something about whatever is left to me and whatever's going on, I can't get it unless I'm married to Scott in this reality. I have to have his last name. My name has to be like Thomas Cudi in order for me to solve this situation that's going on. And I didn't want to hear that. Who the fuck wants to hear that shit? And then I knew somebody in his family had a problem with me based on what they had heard about me, not really true stuff. And so that person's spirit, I don't want to say no names or anything, came to me and we had a conversation because I think they could fly too. And they was telling me, not really telling me, but I was telling them about my identity theft and how motherfuckers is lying on me. And because a lot of people, they channel these names. They've been channeling these names of who names I've been under. And that the name Ta is something that motherfuckers that's in my family wasn't expecting. Because the rockers had told me that Joseph Gordon basically made that name up for me to use whenever all the shit was going to break down the way it was. And like I said, I don't know if he was aware of it. Because you could put yourself under hypnosis. Because he worked for the government. So he could put himself under hypnosis. And right before he died, he was suffering from a little bit of Alzheimer's and shit. So no telling what the fuck was really going on. And the bitches was lying to him. Because I wasn't living in Seattle. But when I came to visit him, I realized, because I hadn't had a conversation with him, he was kind of looking at me like, that's not the story I heard. And I was like, I know, motherfuckers is lying. But what can you say? You feel me? What can you really say? That's what people do, especially black women. They sit and lie about shit. And then when they lie about shit, people don't really check them on their lies. They just sit there and go along with it. They don't say, bitch, you lying. It's oh, it's a movie, it's a game, and let's see if my lie can be, manifested into reality. Let's see if people can believe it. So, that's why I've been so stuck on Scott's ass. And I feel like he betrayed me. Because we got married in front of everybody. And then they were saying stuff like, he didn't want to make no more music for 5 years. And he talks to me through the music, so it pissed me off. And then he said he wasn't obligated. He didn't feel obligated to make another Man on the Moon. After Man on the Moon 2. He didn't feel obligated. For some reason, he was upset. And like I said, he didn't feel like Pastor Payne Demon Slave did what it was supposed to do. Because he was expecting me to do something. And I couldn't do it because I was sick. Literally trying to save my life. After my brother died, I got sick. Whatever that coronavirus shit is. And I almost died. And then he died. He died mid-January. And I was sick. And then I continuously got sick, and I stayed sick for like a damn near a year. And then after the sickness, I had to recover because that shit fucked with my nose and my weakness. I was weakness. Like I said, everything he said in that song, that last song, I believe it's the last one on that Kissy Ghost album, was the same shit I was going through. That's why I prayed for him, because I seen a picture of him, because he came out and he made a photo shoot, and I seen that his ass was swollen because I couldn't see him. I seen with the old ass pictures of him. Pictures of him when he was a little boy, and his fucking ass had scoliosis and shit. And I had scoliosis too. So I know he went through a lot of pain to tighten his body up, to fucking even his shit out, because he got like a S fucking shape, a snake shaped fucking body. And so did my dad, because you can see pictures of my dad, his shoulders up. And that's the same with me. Like, my hip was fucked up. And so before I left Seattle, they did certain shit to help me do yoga and shit to stretch my hip out, and fucking was the most pain I've ever experienced in my life, just off of the strength of pulling and tugging on my body, because my hip was fucked up. My fucking hip bone was like jammed up in my hip because I fell at work and my shoulder was hurting. So this nigga was going through what I'm going through. You understand? Because we're connected. And for some reason, he want to act like we're not connected. And then Nipsey started making me happy. Because somehow, when he started realizing that I was talking to him through these videos, and somehow he started realizing that I was saying something that was really going on in his life, and that I was watching him, but I wasn't, because I was just saying what's going on in my life and what I think. He started paying more attention to me, and he was thinking fucked up shit, and he probably showed somebody, and they was talking shit about me, and that shit started to manifest in my life, and I knew it had come from him, because I could feel energies, and I was pissed. That's why I said he got that bitch. When he got that little bitch, I'm gonna just tell it. When he got the little bitch he fucking with, and I seen a picture, he put a little live or something on with her putting her foot on his ass in the plane, and it made me flip the fuck out. I was at the airport, and I fucking lost it. And I'm not even a jealous bitch, and like I said, I don't really care, but something about, I feel like, for one, I feel like the bitch didn't really like his ass. That's pissed me off. And two, I felt like he was doing that to fuck with me. Or he was doing that so I could jump in that bitch and he could experience me through that bitch. And I know that's what that song, September 16th, is about. Because I didn't really realize it was the same bitch. Because as far as he's saying, he ain't got no fucking woman. Because, like I said, he said his ass was single. When he was making that, right before he said he was making that Intergalactic album, he said his ass was single. Then all of a sudden he got a fucking girlfriend. And then when they got him a white girl at that pissed me off. Because, motherfucker, you could have came and got my ass your fucking wife. And you wanted me to jump in that bitch so you could fuck me through that bitch. And it pissed me off. And I went to the crazy hospital in real life. Yeah, it pissed me off. And I started talking shit loud. And the motherfucker, one of the security guards at the airport was like, bitch, what's wrong with you? And then he was talking shit. He tried to say, oh, you kind of cute. I like you or something. I was like, I'm not interested. You know, this nigga got some bitch touching him and shit. I'm really wigging out. And he was like, bitch, you ain't all that. I don't really like you. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? And I realized Scott was in his ass, and I went off. And then it just escalated, and they ended up taking me to the fucking crazy hospital behind that shit. Because I went all the way fucking off because I seen that bitch's foot on him. And I felt like she didn't like him. And I felt like he was doing that to fuck with me, to make me jump in her. And I went off. So, and then he posted a picture. I'm just gonna say it. Then he posted a picture on her birthday, I guess. And I was just like, nigga, what's wrong with you? You sit on this bitch lap like a little bitch. Who is this bitch who got you sitting on her fucking lap? This bitch is a fucking dude. And she got you acting like you the fucking bitch. And that shit ain't cute. And so in that song, September 16, he's saying, you seen someone in my arms and I close my eyes and I'm in trouble. I see your face and I'm in trouble. Yeah, you in trouble, nigga. Are you crazy? I'm out here fucking got hella people trying to holler at me. Hella niggas trying to honk and say they want me to get in a car, fine motherfuckers with nice cars, fine niggas. And I'm telling them, no, I'm married because I'm with you, and you out here with this raggedy ass white bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think about the bitch, and I don't give a fuck who she is, because I don't give a fuck. Because as you said, as soon as I started talking about your ass and how wonderful you are and who I think you are and who I know you are, all of a sudden all these bitches want to get up in your fucking face. Well, you're mine, nigga. And the motherfuckers that's up in my face is just trying to save me from you, because they knew you was going to go through this regular ass human emotion about what's going on and be angry. And you was going to try to fucking torture me, because you don't really realize what I'm going through in real life, and I'm really in pain. Not because of what I'm going through, but because you're allowing it and you don't care. And who wants to be married to a nigga that don't give a fuck if I'm suffering? Or you want me to do some magical thing to get out of this suffering? So, yeah, we're married, nigga. We got married. You asked for my hand in marriage at one of your concerts, and I say yes. And then after that, you had to just wait through the years for the actual event to happen. And throughout you waiting, you got tired and you got sick. That's why I want you to know, yeah, I pray for you to get better. And then all of a sudden you got better. And then you start doing movies and shows and shit. Because I know you was sick, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you put that shit out there in the public for people to know. I know you were sick. Because I was sick. I know your fucking arm was fucked up. Because I could tell how you was holding it, and my fucking arm was fucked up at the same damn time, because we're connected. Because I'm your fucking wife. And you're going to suck me from a line. Well, you need to come on and bring a lime. Give me a lime bath and lick all the lime off my ass. But you shouldn't have to wait any longer. And you shouldn't make me wait. Because you could take me any fucking where. Because what's more important than this? What if we really are on a motherfucking acid trip or some type of fucking shamanistic drug that we took 1,000 years ago, and we've been lost in our own little part of the game, and you finally found me and you just want me to go away somewhere? As I said that, and I found you and you done found me, I could die. And you still coming with me, nigga, because you're mine. Meaning your soul, the part of you that really is you, is coming with me. The other part can stay here. You can keep on fucking with these white bitches. I'm just keeping it real. I don't want to put all this shit on the internet. But I guess this is the part that you wanted me to put out there so people can understand, because it's been coming to you in a dream. But it already came to me last year. That's why I've been doing all of this for you. And like I said, I've been doing what I'm doing for Nipsey because he loves me. He's my son. Yeah, and it could be more than my son in real life. In real physical life, he's not my son. It's spiritual world. So spiritual world, yeah, we can fucking get married. I mean, in the fucking real world. Shit. Because he don't think I'm ugly either. If he was alive, which I think he is somewhere alive, and you motherfuckers is slightly in competition because he's saying, bitch, he don't want you. The fuck he want to deal with his ass and he don't fucking want you for it. He want to fuck with all these raggedy ass bitches that don't have no fucking soul, probably. Got somebody else in them. Probably got some white man in them. That's what I felt. That bitch had a white man in her ass. Yeah, you said, in Passion, Pain, Demon Slaying, you said, you know, how many women, you don't know, and she could look at somebody and tell the soul in a minute. Well, I'm telling you, I don't like that bitch you got up around you. I just don't like her for whatever reasons. And I know goddamn well she know you got a fucking wife. Because if she's supposed to be so fucking special, that means she should be able to hear this shit. So at the end of the day, what the fuck is the point of putting this bitch up in my face? It's pissing me off because all I've been doing is giving you honor. Yeah, we've been having our little arguments or whatever. Maybe it's taking you a while to catch up to these arguments because you've been under the sea. Because somebody put Kid Cudi under the sea. Maybe it was that bitch and her fucking family. a crew of fucking witches that's around her put your ass under the sea and I dragged you out from under the sea, and now you realize who you are to me in a real way, because it's coming to you because you're having all these dreams about me. And I hadn't had no real dreams about you until recently. And we was at a it was at a aquarium. And the aquarium was in Seattle. It was like an underground aquarium, like under the water. And there was a bunch of other people who sang down there. And you was telling people I was your girlfriend. That was the first time I ever had a dream about you. Actual dream. Other than that, all of these have been visions that have been like while I'm awake. Everything I'm telling you right now has happened while I'm awake, especially while I'm listening to your music, and specifically while I'm watching the live concerts and I can hear the conversations we're having, and I know we got married. I knew we was married before I seen all that, but when I seen it, it solidified it. And then when I seen you singing, and you was sitting down and you were playing a guitar, and you said, "Don't fall asleep at the wedding, Ta." And I was waiting to go to your concert. And I went and I fucking fell asleep. I was like, what is this? I couldn't control myself. I don't know who it was. Probably was Tupac or something saying, "This nigga about to dog your ass out, bitch. Don't fucking go nowhere with his ass. He got a bitch somewhere. He about to throw up in your face and make you feel bad, and you want to kill his ass." Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. That's why I said for you to call Jesus and ask what the fuck going on. Because we're supposed to have them children, and they want you as their father. Because it's spirits that want to come down and come back through bodies, and they want us to be their parents, and it's already been foretold. And like I said, Selena want you. I want you too, but I want you to want me too, in a real way, because this is spiritual for me. Because like I said, I know I can get me some motherfucker that look like goddamn Genuine or whatever, because I'm sure Genuine still want me too. Because he's trying to be the best man he can be, nigga. Yeah, everybody's pissing me off because I know what I have to do. And it's not up for anybody's discussion because my family already told me what they already put together for me. So my monies and everything that I'm waiting for, it's not going to come until I come in my married name, because who else is going to protect me from motherfuckers trying to dog me out but my husband? And he too busy trying to build his own fucking bullshit. Because he know when we get married, he going to have to stop all that. So he like sowing his wild oats right now. So come home in the flesh and come pick me up and take me somewhere and heal my wounds in real life, so I don't have to keep on going through this. You know exactly where I'm at, nigga. Or you could find out. You could hire a fucking private investigator, bitch. You got money. I'm sorry for calling you a bitch, but that's what I feel like. Because I think you got a bitch and you telling him what to do. I damn know your bitch that you're fucking with got a nigga in her, a male in her, fucking trying to tell you what to do. And I'll be damned if we've been doing this for all these fucking centuries and some other motherfucker come, some new motherfucker on the planet come and control your ass. Because Nipsey ain't new, nigga. He had Jesus in him. You better remember that. So whatever he's doing is just Jesus told him to do it because it's going to save his mama. So do what you're going to do.